Good afternoon. Group 20 will present its project with focusing on addressing the problem of plastic waste on awareness in Japan. The problem that lies in Japan is the second largest plastic waste producer in the world. Annually, the country produces 9 million tons of the plastic waste, 40% of which consists of packagings and goods containers. Considering the popularity of the takeaway bento and the number of vending machines, as of 2019, there were 2.84 billion vending machines in Japan, one machine for every 50 people, and these statistics are not too surprising.
Interviews with residents of Japan, both domestic and foreigners, highlighted the extent of the problem of plastic waste in Japan. A comparison between the responses of the Japanese and international respondees indicated that the high use of plastic in wrapping and containers of daily uses like food was very common. However, the issue is that with this excessive plastic use is so normalized, to the extent that Japan has become desensitized to how much plastic they use. Moreover, plastic alternatives are less accessible and less normalized than plastic. Consequently, the Sustainable Development Goal 12 of responsible consumption and production was selected as the focus of this project.
The aim of the program is for participants to learn about plastic, the agency and the method of reducing plastic wastage in Japanese environment and to share their learnings. In the pre-programs, students will be introduced to program and the goals, prepare and conduct surveys on the Japanese population to identify plastic waste behavior, then evaluate responses. Participants will learn to observe their environment to identify plastic alternatives. Second and the third week will consist of lectures by guest speakers, one specialized in plastic wastage, one in plastic waste reduction management, particularly in Japan. Students will thus learn methods of reducing plastic consumption. In third week, participants will be allocated in groups where they will create a plan of how they will deliver and share their learnings from the lessons regarding plastic waste reduction. The plan must include 5 to 10 learnings acquired from 4 weeks of classes. Finally, in fourth week, participants will receive feedback about their plan.
Next, on-site activities will begin orientation on odd-numbered days. Participants will visit site of the school and institution where participants will put into practice their plans to identify and understand the environment and extent to which plastic is used. On the even-numbered days, each group will implement their plans and share their learning by raising awareness about plastic waste and ways to reduce it to different education level students. There will be 10 supporters, each allocated to one school or institution. They will assist the group that intend with the school the supporter is allocated to.
During post-program, each group will create comparison video of their on-site activities and receive feedback before uploading the video on APU's official website and blog, as well as on YouTube. Participants will also individually write a reflection report of the experience of the entire program, which will be published on an APU's blog website and on local environmental issue, online magazines, and city online newspapers. The on-site activities will take place in a total of 10 schools of SGU, whereby students will have the option to choose between 5 cities: Hokkaido, Tokyo, Osaka, Hiroshima, and Fukuoka Prefecture.
The 10 schools of university and high school educational levels will be the audience of the participant project. Thus, each group will implement their plans and for schools with a new audience that had not already been present in another group's planned activities. By limiting the on-site activities to 2 prefectures, transportation costs will be kept low, allowing for a total cost of 100,000 yen per student, which includes insurance, accommodation, meal plan, and living expense. To make the project sustainable, the schools where participants will conduct their on-site activities will be asked to make a minimum donation of 3,500 yen.
These are the references that we have used.
And to be concluded, as the issue of the irresponsible consumption and production of plastic increase, its negative impact is significantly increased. Despite being a developed country, Japan is poorly handling the situation, given that Japanese people are not enough aware of their plastic consumption and plastic waste. Therefore, through this project, we intend to build a habit for zero plastic waste and provide participant insight and knowledge about the plastic and regarding its impact and management, as well as to persuade them actively to take action and give them a sustainable action for this issue as the next generation of the Japanese.
This is the end of our presentation. Thank you for your attention.